You know that stomach-dropping dread when you hit reply all on an email you really shouldn't have?
Oh, the worst.
Right. The fight or flight kicks in because you know exactly what is coming next, which is, well, judgment. So in today's deep dive, we are unpacking a really thought-provoking reflection by Pastor Musi Kang on dropping our egos and mastering the art of radical forgiveness.
Yeah, and we're going to explore how we react to human error, kind of connecting those everyday modern workplace struggles to these really ancient principles of compassion.
Exactly, because when a colleague inevitably messes up, do we, pile on the blame or do we offer a lifeline?
Well, the source approaches this by highlighting the massive gap between superficial sympathy and deep empathy. It notes that the people who easily justify their own little shortcuts,
Like the ones living comfortably in the moral gray area.
right, exactly. Those people are frequently the harshest judges when a coworker inevitably drops the ball.
I mean, it reminds me of highway driving. When I accidentally cut someone off, I'm waving my hand through the windshield, hoping they give me some grace.
Yeah, you want the benefit of the doubt.
But then when someone cuts me off, I demand strict, immediate justice. So I have to ask, does holding an overly harsh standard for our coworkers actually reveal our own insecurities about, our past mistakes?
That is basically the psychological foundation required to extend true compassion here. If you haven't reckoned with your own flaws, you really can't extend grace to anyone else.
Because you're just protecting your ego.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When we lack a firm grasp on our own fallibility, we use rigid standards to protect ourselves. The reflection argues that empathy requires stepping out from behind that shield.
Okay, but if releasing that ego is the goal, how far do we actually stretch this empathy before it just snaps?
Well, Pastor King brings up an ancient text where a figure named Peter asks if forgiving someone 7 times is sufficient. And the famous answer given is 70 times 7.
Wow, 70 times 7.
Right, but it's highlighted not as a literal math equation, but as this boundless mindset.
Wait, I mean, an infinite loop of forgiveness sounds beautiful in theory, but in a corporate environment, doesn't that just turn you into a doormat?
That's a fair question.
Like, how do we practice this without just retreating, sweeping our own doorstep, and completely ignoring the real problems around us?
So the text clarifies that infinite forgiveness isn't about passivity or just letting a community rot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is an active, daily release of the desire for revenge. It's a conscious choice to stop magnifying others' faults, even if you still have to establish external boundaries.
So it's an internal shift. You address the mistake without harboring this desire to punish the person for it.
Precisely.
If that's the goal, what actually prevents us from achieving that infinite mindset?
The author points to the trap of ego and rigid intellectualism. To illustrate this, the source looks at historical religious leaders called the Pharisees.
Right, the scholars.
Yeah, they were essentially scholars who perfectly memorized the laws but lacked genuine love. And the text contrasted them with Nicodemus, who was an elder that dropped his status to humbly seek guidance in the night.
Which kind of builds up to the ultimate example.
Right, exactly, culminating in forgiving one's own executioners from the cross because, quote, they know not what they do.
You know, those Pharisees sound exactly like a modern know-it-all manager.
Oh, totally.
Like, they weaponize the corporate handbook to punish people, but possess zero emotional intelligence when dealing with actual humans.
The reflection makes the case that theoretical knowledge is totally useless if it isn't transformed into lived compassion. True wisdom means acting as a peacemaker and a comforting presence in your community.
Not just a rule enforcer.
Right, exactly.
Well, the text closes by bringing these concepts back to your everyday life through the imagery of the prodigal son.
The famous story of the wayward child returning home.
Yeah. The author argues that a truly healthy community, whether it's your family or your office, offers a repentant person open arms and warm hospitality, not pointed fingers or thrown stones.
Because a community built on shared grace is ultimately far more resilient than one built on shared judgment.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for taking the time to explore this deep dive with us.
It's been great.
We want to leave you with one final provocative thought. If your immediate instinct when someone around you fails is to mentally pick up a stone, what hidden mistake of your own are you still subconsciously punishing yourself for?